হ্যালো এভরিওয়ান, ওয়েলকাম ব্যাক টু মাই চ্যানেল দ্য স্টোরি গার্ল। আজকের আমাদের গল্প হচ্ছে শর্ট স্টোরি ড্রাই সেপ্টেম্বর বাই উইলিয়াম ফলকনার। থ্রু দ্য ব্লাডি সেপ্টেম্বর twilight, aftermath of 62 rainless days, it had gone like a fire in the dry grass. The rumor, the story, whatever it was, something about Miss Minnie Cooper and a Negro. Attacked, insulted, frightened. None of them. Gathered in the barber shop on that Saturday evening where the ceiling fan stirred without freshening it the vitiated air, sending back upon them, in recurrent surges of stale pomade and lotion, their own stale breath and odors, knew exactly what had happened. Except it was not Wilmez, a barber said. He was a man of middle age, a thin, sand-colored man with a mild face, who was shaving a client. I know Wilmez. He is a good nigger. And I know Miss Minnie Cooper too. What do you know about her? A second barber said. Who is she? The client said. A young girl? No, the barber said. She is about 40. A recon. She ain't married. That's why I don't believe. Believe? Hell. A hulking youth in a sweat-stained silk shirt said. Won't you take a white woman's word before a nigger's? I don't believe Wilmez did it, the barber said again. I know Wilmez. Maybe you know who did it then. Maybe you already got him out of town, you damn nigger lover. I don't believe anybody did anything. I don't believe anything happened. I leave it to you fellows if them ladies that get old without getting married don't have notions that a man can't. Then you are a hell of a white man, the client said. He moved under the cloth. The youth had sprung to his feet. You don't? He said. Do you accuse a white woman of lying? The barber held the razor poised above the half-risen client. He did not look around. It's this darn weather, another said. It's enough to make a man do anything, even to her. Nobody laughed. The barber said in his mind, stubborn tone, I ain't accusing nobody of nothing. I just know. And you fellows know how a woman that never... You damn nigger lover, the youth said. Shut up, Butch, another said. We will get the facts in plenty of time to act. Who is? Who is getting them? The youth said. Facts, hell, I... You are a fine white man, the client said. Ain't you? Is this frothy beard? He looked like a desert rat in the moving pictures. You tell them, Jack, he said to the youth. If there ain't anything white men in this town, you can count on me, even if I ain't only a drummer and a stranger. That's right, boys, the barber said. Find out the truth first. I know Will Mays. Well, by God, the youth shouted. To think that a white man in this town. Shut up, Butch, the second speaker said. We got plenty of time. The client sat up. He looked at the speaker. Do you claim that anything excuses a nigger attacking a white woman? Do you mean to tell me you are a white man and you will stand for it? You better go back north where you came from. The South don't want your kind here. North what? The second said. I was born and raised in this town. Well, by God, the youth said. He looked about with a stained, baffled gaze, as if he was trying to remember what it was he wanted to say or to do. He drew his sleeves across his sweating face. Damn, if I am going to let a white woman... You tell them, Jack, the drummer said. By God, if they... The screen door crashed open. A man stood in the floor, his feet apart and his heavy-set body poised easily. His white shirt was open at the throat. He wore a felt hat. He is hot. bold glance swept the ground. His name was McClendon. He had commenced troops at the front in France and had been decorated for valor. Well, he said, are you going to sit there and let a black son rape a white woman on the streets of Jefferson? Booth sprang up again. The silk of his shirt clung flat to his heavy shoulders. At each armpit was a dark half mole. That's what I've been telling them. That's what I. Did it really happen? The third said. This ain't the first man scared she overheard, like Hawkshaw says. Wasn't there something about a man on the kitchen roof watching her undress about a year ago? What? The client said. What's that? The barber had been slowly forcing him back into the chair. He arrested himself, wrestling, his head lifted, the barber still pressing him down. McClendon whirled on the third speaker. Happen? What the hell difference does it make? Are you going to let the black sons get away with it until one really does it? That's what I am telling them. Booth shouted. He cursed, long and steady, pointless. Here, here, a fourth said. Not so loud, don't talk so loud. Sure, McClendon said. No talking necessary at all. I have done my talking. Who is with me? He poised on the balls of his feet, revolving his gaze. The barber held the drummer's face down, the razor poised. Find out the facts first, boys. I know Willie Mays. It was not him. Let's get the sheriff and do this thing right. McClendon whirled upon him, his furious, rigid face. The barber did not look away. They looked like men of different races. The other barbers had ceased also above their prone clients. You mean to tell me, McClendon said, that you would take a nigger's word before a white woman's? Why, you damn nigger loving. The third speaker rose and grasped McClendon's arm. He too had been a soldier. Now, let's figure this thing out. Who knows anything about what really happened? Figure out hell. McClendon jerked his arm free. All that are with me, get up from there. The others that ain't, he roved his gaze, dragging his sleeves across his face. Three men rose. The drummer in the chair sat up. Here, he said, jerking at the cloth about his neck. Get this rag off me. I am with him. I don't live here, but my God, of if our mothers and wives and sisters. He smeared the cloth over his face and flung it to the floor. McClendon stood in the floor and cursed the others. Another rose and moved towards him. The remainder sat uncomfortable, not looking at one another. Then one by one they rose and joined him. The barber picked the cloth from the floor. He began to fold it neatly. Boys, don't do that. Wilmy's never done it, I know. Come on, McClendon said. He whirled. From his hip pocket protruded the butt of a heavy automatic pistol. They went out. The screen door crashed behind them, reverberant in the dread air. The barber wiped the razor carefully and swiftly, and put it away, and ran to the rear, and took his hat from the wall. I will be back as soon as I can, he said to the other barbers. I can't let. He went out running. The two other barbers followed him to the door and caught it on the rebound. Leaning out and looking up the street after him, the air was flat and dead. It had a metallic taste at the base of the tongue. What can he do? The first said. The second one was saying, Jesus Christ, under his breath. I would just as lief be Will Mays as Hawk if he gets McClendon relied. Jesus Christ, the second whispered. You reckon he really done it to her? The first said.